Hey, it's Kelly and Tim. What's going on, guys?
Which one am I looking at?
This one's not live. This will be edited for content later.
Wanted by the police.
Just in 7 states.
Not Illinois yet.
Dual videotaping?
Yes.
Yes.
Live
Hey, how are you? I'm good. I'm just avoiding the
It's John Head. Hello, sir.
No, you should be in there. Look at You're making a lot of friends, Karen.
I've been known to take flips and break them.
Hey.
Bring it on.
I'm just kidding.
We don't even know each other. That's
Even more impressive.
This is amazing. You ladies have anything to say to Social Media Chicago for our video?
no, we're from Milwaukee. We're excited to be here.
It's Barb.
How are
Hi,
you?
Barb.
Hi.
We're making videos. Yay.
You're making videos. Hey, let me get in one.
The video was well received. We decided we're both getting in on it this time.
I know. Yeah. Thanks to Chicago News Too, who is here tonight. I was honored as the founder of Social Media Club, but only because I have such cool guys like you. And
Thank you.
So thank you all.
Okay, how do all our videos end up like this? I have like 2 minutes of this at home.
Only 2.
Social Media Club Chicago.
Some our Amstel Light. Some more Amstel Light.
I work for Cision.
Goose Island.
You familiar with
More
Cision?
Goose Island.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi
Were
there.
you mentioning wineries in Lombard?
There is a winery in Lombard I've been really eager to find out about.
It's Linfred.
Linfred. Is it not
Yes.
the best winery in all of...
You know what? They are the best
Chicagoland area.
Twittering. They are the best Twittering winery. This I can tell you because
amazing.
we're trying to do a pairing with them. We're thinking about a Merlot pairing with Garrett's chocolate-covered caramel crisp.
Are you Garrett?
I'm Garrett.
I actually have you on a
Hi.
couple of my websites as an affiliate, like friend, sponsor, whatever it is that we do with each
Hi.
other online. It's nice to meet you in
Hi,
person.
nice to meet you too.
I don't even know what it is. I got some emails that link me. I'm like, yeah, Garrett, love those guys.
Well, follow us because we're
I do.
having a really good
Right?
time.
Yeah, I follow you.
And
right?
Linfred is.
I do follow
We
Linfred.
we're going back and forth. We're really trying to do a pairing in October.
I want to be part of this somehow.
Come on.
Give me
gonna
my
tweet
card.
up and
Hey,
have
let me
it.
get my card. You get the video as I get my card. I can do both. So hi everybody and welcome to Social Media Club Chicago. My name is Darren Williger and I'll be your bartender. I could have timed that better. There we go.
Looks like Ben's a
I'll be your
bartender.
dork this evening. Yes. All right. Oh, we can't do it. So how do you redo a live stream? Hi, Darren Williger, and thanks for coming to Social Media Club Chicago. We have many beverages to choose from this fine evening, and we'll be learning from some of the top panelists in social media.
Hi, what would you like to drink?
The red ones. I would like red, please.
Now I'm just joining the
The carte. So you went
madness.
to social media?
Yeah, I'm kind of happy now, so yes, I'm starting to.
Okay.
She's,
Helping Teresa out doing the north side for
no, I'm probably close to that. I feel the same way.
Good, how you doing?
What are you doing here?
Oh, what are you doing here?
No, but we do like offer it as a fundraiser or things like that, so people can use it to raise money. So it's one way to help out.
Buddy, how you doing? Good. Tell me, what does social media mean to you, sir?
It means a way to get my message out and a way to express my views and let people know, a vast majority of people and a large pool of people, that lets them know what I'm doing, what I'm about, and what's important to me.
Oh God, it's the guy whose job I'm interrupting.
I'm a little busy.
It's beyond the pedway.
How's it going?
Good. Where's your camera, dude?
It was in my pocket.
Oh,
I was just getting some footage actually.
yeah?
And then I was like, I'm hungry.
What does social media mean to you?
Well, it means networking with business associates, meeting new friends, keeping in touch, getting in touch, meeting people, and just interacting with people.
Excellent.
Group on.
And you?
For me, social media is a necessary waste of time.
Yes.
Time-consuming, you tweet, and you build, it's community building, but do you really care about everybody you build those associations with? I don't know, but it's fun, and because it's a necessary waste of time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, can I get my website? My
Oh,
blog?
your website.
Okay, my blog is called asnotseenOnTV.info.
Just like to stand here with my beautiful face?
Yeah. What does social media mean to you?
Well, I'm a newbie. I'm like the one finance person who's always at these events. So I'm starting to feel like I'm part of the crowd. Like I'm talking to people about it. It feels interesting. But it just seems to be a great new way to meet people and expand my network. So it's been great so far.
Awesome. Is there anything you'd recommend? 5 versus 5, and instead it's flip versus flip. I'm with Tim John from the Beyond the Pedway, and this is Williger with Williger.tv. The Chicago videographer standoff. Oh my God, it's Mike. I need a video with Mike Dwyer. This is Darren Williger and Mike Dwyer. Hey, what's going on?
Congratulations on being a top 25 Twitter.
Thank you. I was shocked about that too.
Is the new flip?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Hey, man. That's awesome.
I gotta show you what I'm doing with this. Hang on.
Yeah, there was another event.
I don't know. All I know is I showed up at her house and I think her house people were running was there. So you look for jobs.
Content and dialogue in here, and if you want to chat it up, right outside here. There's still plenty of pizza, a ton of beer, water, and maybe 1 shot of wine left. Absolutely, make sure you DM me or get back in touch with me or Barb. We love having these events at larger venues. We kind of had this here just because we didn't have another venue, so absolutely make sure you get in touch with me. We're always looking for food sponsors, drink sponsors. Absolutely ping one of us or Heidi or Beth Rosen. And again, I'm Jay Willie on Twitter, and thank you so much for coming out tonight. Social media in Chicago is growing.
Thank you, Jeff. So I just want to welcome everyone who is here tonight, and especially anyone who's here for BlogHer. BlogHer is the world's largest blogging conference for women, and I'm so excited. It's going to be my 3rd BlogHer. It starts tomorrow, but I've already been to events starting last night. And thank you to MJ Tam, who writes Chicagonista. She honored some of the women in social media last night, and I want to let you know that she was kind enough to honor Chicago Social Media Club, or actually Social Media Club Chicago is what we're calling ourselves. But anyway, thank you so much for that, and thank you all for your enthusiasm. And we're getting ready. We're going to celebrate our 1st anniversary not till October, but it's just growing, and that's really wonderful. So without further ado, I will let Blagitza introduce the panel, and I'd just like to thank you if I don't have another chance for being great. So, and if you have questions, I think Blagitza has put together a great outline of questions, so we're going to let her just direct the panel, and then we'll see if we have time for Q&A at the end.
I'm Blagitza Butiliero. I am the founder of a site called galsguide.com. It's a guide for women out of college getting used to life in the big city. Ironically enough, our summit is taking place in this room, October 3rd, and DPZ Ramon is sponsoring lunch, so how awesome is that? A full-time job, I work at Edelman Digital, focusing on their social media practice.
Hi, I'm MJ Tam. I'm the editor of Chicagonista, and we're launching New York Metropolis really soon, so it's really exciting for me. It's called Chicagonista Movers, Shakers, and Baby Makers, so it's a site for families to find great spots in Chicago.
My name is Leah Jones. I have a business called Native Arts and Media, where I'm a social media coach for writers, artists, and musicians, and I also write a personal blog called Accidentally Jewish.
Hi, I'm Amy Guth. I'm newly the digital coordinator for books at the Chicago Tribune, but I've written the Chicago Subtext local literary blog there for a few months. I'm the founder of Pilcrow Lit Fest, which is a small press and independent media festival here in Chicago. And I'm an author and a writer and blogger. I've been blogging since March of 2006.
Hi, my name is Kelly Alexa. I am working independently in social media because, frankly, I got into social media in the end of October when my company went bankrupt. And now I'm here and everything's changed for the better. So, honestly, social media really changed my life. I'm also part of the Ford Fiesta movement, if you haven't heard about it. We were tweeting about it today. So I was actually out at the Ford plant seeing the new Taurus and so on. And it's an awesome movement, great to be a part of. One of the really most visible social media movements with a company. So that's what I'm doing primarily.
What made you start blogging?
I started blogging in 1999 when I first got pregnant with my first child, so that's where it all started from.
I started blogging in November 2003 when I was sent to work in London and manage a residence hall. And I wanted a way to keep in touch with my family and my friends that wasn't sending mass emails because those are so arrogant. Hi, I have a fabulous new life in London, and I thought you'd like to know about it right now. So instead I started blogging, which is slightly less arrogant, and that's how I started.
It was a combination of things. I was trying to sell a book, and I thought building an online presence would be helpful. Turns out it was. But what really pushed it over the edge was that my dad told me that my voicemails are entirely too long, and I needed an outlet.
I started blogging, and my blogging is really, it's not a business, it's more about my fitness passion and working out, and it was really a way for me to be accountable. I was so addicted to reading other people's blogs that I thought, why am I not doing it? And then I can't cower it out and not do what I say I'm going to do. So that's how I started.
So it seems like it's different, there's different backgrounds, but the overall arching theme is you had a reason to do it, whether it's communicating with friends and family, you were reading other blogs and wanted to join the party, or your father was just annoyed with your voice all day long. So it seems like it was a passion that started and you started writing. So what have you seen in terms of when you started writing and blogging, whether it was a year ago, 2-3 years ago, and folks that have begun to blog now? Do you sense a different trend in terms of why people start to blog versus when you started blogging?
I guess for me, when I first started blogging, I didn't realize there are a whole lot of people that actually read the blog. So I started writing it for myself and started getting searched, and then you freak out a little bit because it is a little bit personal. So I think nowadays it's just blogging, it's a whole big, there's business blogging, there's niche blogging, there's just so much more involved, and people are knowing what blogging is about now compared to back then.
I think that there are plenty of people starting to blog today that are starting for all the same reasons as us. There's a point of tension in your life, you can't afford counseling, you start a blog. Perhaps. But I think that now more people are aware that there are more things you can do with a blog. When I started 5 years ago, it was only because it was free, and it was a place to write, and it was a reason to write every day. But when I started my blog for my new company, it was with a much different purpose, because I'm more aware of what can I do with a blog. So the blog that I started in 2009 versus the one in 2003, this one is about business, it's about keeping in touch with clients, it's about finding new clients, it's about being searched. So I think that people's motivations are different. Do I blog to books, blog to movies? I think people are just much more aware that there could be a business into it, but that if that's your only motivation, it's not as much fun.
I absolutely agree with Leah, and I think the thing I see a lot is when I first started blogging, people would say when people actually first started to read my blog, people would say things like, I wish I could do that. I don't have anything to say. And I don't hear nearly as many people say, I would love to blog, but I don't have anything to say. Because now we all think we have something to say, so we go for it.
I agree with Leah, too, in that, and I think there's so much talk about blogging that I noticed so many people will approach me and say, I've got a blog, how can I make so much money? How can I get so many followers on Twitter? I gotta be a millionaire, and what do you do? And I'm like, well, I actually don't make a lot of money from my blog. I mean, I do it, and I think my personal opinion is the people that are most successful are the people that really are just passionate about whatever it is. If it's Smurfs, if it's Barbies, if it's fitness, if it's your BlackBerry, whatever. You talk about it, and that's your reason for doing it, and then you'll find, and that's what happened with me, people approach me, I didn't try to, but when it's these people that are getting out there like, oh my God, how did you do that, and how can I monetize it, how can I get affiliate money, and blah, 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 and then they go crazy, because they have, I think, the wrong motivation.
And I like that you say that because I'm seeing that a lot now. If you've seen the movie promos for, was it Julie and Julia? There's a scene in the kitchen where she goes, I have a blog, I have thoughts. And it's spot on in terms of people wanting to start putting their thoughts on paper. But I would like to talk about the idea of patience and the idea of when people hear you have a blog, like our blogs have been around for 2-3 years plus and growing a community. So I'd like to address, for those folks in the room, actually let's take a break for a second. Who has a blog?
So nobody.
Who doesn't have a blog?
Okay? For those folks that blog, raise your hand if it's personal. Now, raise your hand if it's for business, and raise both hands if it's a combo of the two.
Or you have multiple blogs.
Now everybody get up.
I just like to give orders. So, I'm pregnant, what can I say? Okay, so I would like to talk a little bit about advice to folks in this room about patience, about what was your turning point when you realized, oh my God, people are reading my blog, holy cannoli. For me, it was a gal in Kansas that graduated from school and emailed me that she reads my stories and it helps her get through her 20s.